go. I'm past my usual time today. Let's see. We're gonna do a little get ready with me. Turn this guy on. There we go. Okay, let me get my control room up here. Okay. Good to go. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hi, Myers. How are you guys? Welcome back. I'm doing a little get ready with me. Today, well, this week went against regularly scheduled programming, but we're back with our new, oh good, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you guys are doing good. I have a couple calls in the afternoon instead of the morning today. So anytime I have, hi Retro, anytime I have a later call, I take advantage of not having to put my makeup on right away. So I don't have to spend any extra time on my makeup or anything like that. I did have to do my lashes this morning. Hi Darshak, how are you? Hi Retro. So I'll be doing that. Oh, let me go run upstairs and get my coffee and I'll be right back. Okay. Finally settled. Hi, Nadem. How are you? Hi, Eloise. Sorry, I finally reappeared. Hello, hello. Hi, Kaylee. Yes, it's nice to see you. Hi, Siddharth. Hi, Eddie. Who else is here? Hi, Taib. Hi, Chico. Hi, Guruv. I feel like or Guru, excuse me. Yes, I forget your government name though, or your name besides your handle, but. You guys are so funny. I know. Hi, Keisha. I was making a cup of coffee. I was later today. My dad is actually in the hospital. He's okay. But when I was about to get on, I was still on hold with the hospital and figuring out like if he got like put to his floor. So good energy towards my dad. If you guys could send some good energy his way too, that would mean a lot to me. But he's so far so good, all things considered. But we're a little late to the game today. I'm doing a little get ready with me. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, he has a version of Parkinson's called PSP, or progressive supranuclear palsy, which is basically like a fancy way to say it's like a Parkinson's plus like almost like a dementia, ASL, if you're familiar with those kind of neurological illnesses. So yeah, he's still at the hospital now. So it's about like a little over an hour from where I live. Thank you guys. Hi, Real Me. How are you? So, you know, it's what happens when we get older and our parents get older. You know, I appreciate that. But yeah, so it's, you know, taking it as it comes. My aunt and uncle, his brother and sister were able to visit him yesterday. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. Yes, I know. I have my hot coffee. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna finish doing some of my lashes here. I use these little lash clusters, so yeah. Thank you, Taib. But yeah, how was everyone's week? I haven't seen you guys in almost a week, which is kind of crazy. Technically 5 days. I actually was in Brooklyn this weekend because one of my friends was actually able to see me, so I went and stayed with him for the weekend on Friday and Saturday, and then ended up leaving early because on Sunday my dad, I got the call that my dad was in the hospital. So that was my weekend, but you know, one day at a time. I'll have to put up my there we go. Little question of the day. How was everybody's weekend? There is a full moon also on April Fool's Day. All right, do you guys know April Fool's Day outside of the US, no? Do you guys have April Fool's Day? Do people celebrate April Fool's Day in other places besides the US, or is that just a US thing? Is that an American thing? Vaishnav. Okay, thank you. Vaishnav. I'll have to remember that. Hi Kendall, welcome back. Yeah, I'm just getting back into the swing of things here and reading in between. Hi Ava, happy birthday. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep my makeup. I like my makeup. It puts me into a good routine because I'm gonna be filming today. Hi Cyber, how are you? So whenever I'm filming, I like to have my makeup on. I know I don't have to, but I like to. Hi Benny, you gonna join us? I'll show you guys Benny when he gets settled. Hi Siddharth, welcome back. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day, yes. Yeah, or I think, wait, is there 31 days in March? Yes, it's the 30th, so we have 2 more days till April Fool's Day. I was like, wait, I know time is going fast. Thank you, Al. Hi, Roses, how are you? Oh, yay, congratulations to your cousin. Oh, that's so nice, a baby boy, I love that. Everyone's either pregnant or giving birth. I do have a natural blush. I'm always red here. It's my Irish skin. But I'm always a little red. There you go. It's a little natural. I'm in the US. I get a lot of folks that are from India. So yeah, America, hi Bradley. America is like the Twilight Zone. I've grown up so much, I know. You're like, remember me? I was just a baby the last time. Oh, the library is closed today? No. Are there any other, is it nice out today? Can you go sit outside in a nice park or something, Eddie? Hi, Tupac. Oh my gosh, you know what's so funny? Because you call me the moon too. So in astrology, I have the moon in my 10th house. Yeah, Kaylee, absolutely. Ask your question, girl. I have my moon in the 10th house. So my moon is the most visible, highest peak, if you will, of my chart. So I have like the roundness to my face. Hi, Cole. How are you? Thank you, Bradley. Hi, Saif. Yes, you too. Hi, Rashendra. Am I saying that correctly? Welcome from India. Oh. Make sure I don't. I'm not fooling anyone tomorrow. No, I have to think of a good prank though, like a good healthy prank. I guess for some of you it is tomorrow because it's already the 31st, right? Can you imagine baby Charles? Oh my God, so adorable, so adorable. No, I'm gonna make it on Wednesday. Yes, I'm gonna make it Wednesday. I had our dishwasher needed to be repaired, so the guy is gonna come back also on Wednesday, but I didn't know what time he was coming this past Wednesday, so I didn't want to be like filming in my kitchen. Oh, I'm sorry you're sad. What's making you sad, Kaylee? Moral education exam. That sounds interesting. Prank someone. Oh my gosh, prank someone in the chat. I don't know. It's hard to. Well, one of the April Fool's Day pranks that my cousin did for April Fool's one day. Hold on, let me do this first. Is her mom was at the nail salon, and hello, and she had an extra set of keys to her mom's car. So as her mom was getting her nails done, she stole her car and moved it to the other side of the parking lot. So her mom came out of the nail salon and like they're watching from my cousin's car, her and her sister, like watching her mom like freak out. And then they let it go on for like a minute maybe. And then she was about to call the police and that's when they stopped. But like silly things like that. I'm good, JP. How are you? Welcome. Thank you all. Yeah, same moon. Yes, I totally get that. Yeah, I have the roundness too. It's so funny. Is this a 12 or a... Let's see. I know, Benny. That was a big yawn, you sleepy guy. Is it your nap time? Oh my gosh, but for advice for when you're sad, Kaylee was saying, hi, higher observer. When you're sad, depends on what is bringing on your sadness, right? So for me, I always like to walk and move around. So, oh, moon in the 8th house, that's an intense placement. But when you're feeling sad, thank you, Harry. It's acknowledging where your sadness is coming from and figuring out what you can do about it. Sometimes we can't, thank you, Tarun, hello. Sometimes we can't directly do anything about our sadness. Swas is not here, no. We can't do anything directly about our sadness, so you have to do things that make you feel. Yes, Kaylee, I'm answering your question. There we go. We got interrupted. It'll bring us back in a second. Okay, there we go. Crazy spot for us to get back into. But, hi Anoki. Hi Abazar, how are you? Thank you, Fist, I appreciate that. But When I'm feeling sad, to answer Kaylee's question directly, I usually go for a walk, get outside, and move my body in some capacity. So that first and foremost. And then I also, just try to get out of my head, write things down. Art is also exactly, Eddie, art, talk to somebody not related to sadness. Yes, I love that. Keep productive to escape sadness. Absolutely. I'm sorry people are bullying you too. Honestly, and I think we were I think it was Kaylee, maybe you or somebody else that was dealing with the similar thing. Excuse me, when it came to people like making fun of you or just picking on you. And honestly, like the more you ignore them, they want a reaction, like they just want you to respond to them and give them attention in some way. And so the less you acknowledge them, like it's just kind of like looking at them like that's embarrassing for you to keep treating me that way. It's like, I don't know. It's easy for me to say as I'm older too. I think it's harder. It's harder like when you're in school with people every single day as well. Hi, Smoss. How are you? Yeah. Yes, I always use lashes. Yeah. Hi, bodybuilder. Yes, I am. I missed you guys too. Hello. Eddie was saying too, Kaylee, I've been through this. I understand. Brenna knows. I know. I think all of us, I tend to attract a lot of people that have, and Tupac, I did see your comment. I want to go back to that. And Real Me, I study astrology. I also teach it too. Bullying can also happen. I mean, listen, I always get people that are like, I don't necessarily call them bullies, but just like, that's part of being online, is like people just like come in and like to rage bait people. It's kind of just how the internet is in 2026. But like I have people that I talk to like you guys every time I'm live, so I just don't pay any attention to it because I'd rather talk about other things. I know it's so crazy, like the things that people pick on, but a lot of times like people, they're not as serious and they don't really think about what they're saying, like they're not like as, it's too much credit, to give them, it's giving them too much credit to think that they've thought anything about it, So yeah, it's a little bit, what's the word? A little bit, like you have to pick and choose who you respond to and how you respond to them. I am into the arts, yes. Hi, Dinesh. It's nice to see you. Oh, let me go get my palette. I'll be right back. Hi, Lath. How are you? And I wanted to get this lip tint also. But yeah, Hi, Judy, welcome. Hi, Nima. I like the picture behind me. It's an old Italian Renaissance painting about the birth of Venus. The story of Aphrodite. A little hair in here. But I was traveling this weekend. To answer your question, Swass, I was in, you're so sweet. Look, we had Psychic Friends Network. You asked again as I was answering your question. Hi, TJ. How are you? But I had gone to my friend's house in Brooklyn to stay for the weekend, and then my dad is in the hospital. So I left early to be home and be available. He's still in the emergency room right now until they figure out where he's going to go, like where he's going to get admitted to, because he has a couple things going on. Thanks, TJ. I'm glad. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Kaylee. I mean, listen, like the amount of people that have ADHD, it's like probably statistically, part of the people or some of the people that are bullying you may even have it also, you know? Kind of crazy. But my dad has a neurological condition that's like called PSP, and it's basically like a Parkinson's mixed with like almost like dementia, ALS. I do real me, yes. Dresses, that's a shirt that I'm going to be making behind me. I've been slow with it though, because it's just a hobby. Bye, Ferrari. Yeah. But I do fashion designing as well. I don't know if you were actually serious, Ferrari, but oh god. Thank you, Spencer. I appreciate that. Hi, Liverpool. Welcome. I have the chat up in front of me too. Sorry. Wait, Roses, can you copy and paste your comment again? I'll have to go back. It happens when I'm distracted. Let me see. Oh, I want to eat fried chicken, but it's sadly it's midnight. Oh my gosh, I understand. I had like pizza late last night too. Yeah, Spencer. Aw, I know. I just saw your older comment, but yeah. Wait, there was something that Tupac said that I wanted to go back to. Oh, only 2 days old. Newborn nephew smiled. That's so cute. I love that. Oh, believe it or not, but contact your local priest to do evil eye removal. Yeah, I got it done. I'm feeling very relaxed. Absolutely. I have different variations of like people that I'll talk to about that too. Oh my god, 5 exams. Good luck. Thank you, Northern. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. I'm good, Naveen. How are you? 5 exams? Jeez, I don't miss that at all. I was just saying that to one of my friend yesterday that I was visiting. He was like, oh yeah, I was thinking about like going to school, like going back to get like my MBA because he has his bachelor's. He works in finance. And I was like, I don't miss that at all. I don't miss taking exams or doing anything like that. You're welcome. Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I have it in Real Me. I have it in pink and I also have it in blue. So we'll see. You always get hungry at midnight? Yes. Hi, DJ. How are you? I also got this little birthday sample cloud paint by Glossier. So I'm going to try that today too. I'm not going somewhere. I just didn't get ready ahead of time because my time ran late today. So I'm getting ready on live. I'm filming. I have 2 things to film for work today. I have 2 other meetings to do and a couple things to film. I'm from the US. Happy birthday, Spencer. But I like that. Adds a little bit of natural pink back after I made my face all one shade of white. You're welcome. I know, I do talk fast. Well, my usual crew can keep up. And this is actually me talking slow. Yeah. Hi, Saf. How are you? Welcome. But is it not as common for other people in other countries to do makeup? Like, do they keep themselves more natural? And it's so funny because I actually do less makeup than most people that I know. Maybe just the American beauty standard. Thank you, DJ. Oh, here, let me do this again. Hi, mister. How are you? Let's see. Let me go here. Okay. Let's see, coffee. go. I'm 33. There we go. Okay. Added a little bit of my blush. I'm debating if I want to add a little bronzer today, but I think I'm going to leave it. I have to do my eyebrows. 60% of the girls don't wear makeup in the UK. That's so interesting. I didn't realize that. I know, yeah, makeup is universal for sure, but I think it just depends on like how much people do. But like if you look at some variations of different places in the world, it's so funny to see how the beauty standards change depending on where you live. Let's see. There we go. Hi, Manu. How are you? Yeah, makeup exists on Mars. That's true. Yes, I have my coffee of the day. Oh, Florida. Nice. Aw, I've been to Florida a handful of times. My grandfather used to live there. Hi, AI. Welcome back. Welcome back. A little bit of my... Fix this. Okay. Here we go. I am in the US. I use women's makeup for goth fashion. Yeah, and clown, so to speak. I love that. No, I mean, I feel like that's so common. One of my friend's brothers used to work at Hot Topic, and he had like the goth makeup all the time. Oh, it's hiding. There you go. I'm working on a shirt actually that I want to make for the spring and summer. It's finally getting warm enough slowly to be able to wear things like that. How much do I bench press? I think last time it was like 85 pounds. Let's do a little bit. There we go. I like using the phone for this too. Sometimes it's helpful to move back a little bit from the camera. Hot Topic, yeah, exactly. It's 2:05 p.m. here. Seattle, nice. Yes, it's a home sweet home. It was a gift from my sister-in-law. Hello, hello. Yeah, I did my arm workout this morning, but I didn't do bench press. I just used dumbbells this time. My first 100 pounds? Yeah, I will. I'll tag you so that you can see it. Oh yeah, that's the campaign slogan that Yagami Siddharth was making to become a mod. Look back at the chat in a second. Hi Shub, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, thank you, Sai. I appreciate that. Yeah, oh yeah, sounds good. Thanks for tuning in, Chico. Jesus the Sun's son. Yeah. Yeah, I'm teaching makeup. Yeah. Unintentionally. Yeah, Spencer, I drink coffee every day too. 2 cups a day. Always. First thing in the morning and then in the afternoon always. Usually while I'm on live. So, Inoki. Oh, that's so cool. New York. There you go. What do you think the Make Brenna Great Again and people and the people and peace succeed? What do you think will... Oh, what do you mean? Like, will your campaign succeed? No, I don't think so. I'm just late to the live today. Any makeup tips for beards? Use a beard oil. That's all I know to do, but I do not have the luxury of having a beard, so I don't know enough about it. Hi Paxton, how are you? Nice to see you again. Okay, there we go. That. Yes, feeling good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mia. Nice to see you again. I got these little samples from Glossier also. Hi, Leba. No, Nima. I didn't think I was ignoring your messages. Maybe they didn't pop through. When I'm doing makeup, and if I'm distracted, I'm not as quick as I usually am. Oh, Jesus is the symbol of the sun. I didn't realize that. I mean, like, in what, is there a certain variation of astrology, or you just mean like in Christian literature? It's where my lack of knowledge in that area, yeah, my lack of knowledge in that area. Your back hurts? Oh my gosh. Hi, Lord, welcome. Thank you. Yes, my green dress. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Jay. Namaste. Hi, Harish. How are you? Work is going good. I have a busy day today because I had one person that needed to reschedule, and I have a later meeting. I'm teaching a class in April about the astrology of human design. So that's like another layer. I haven't taught a course actually before. It's like a master class. So, or is a master class, not like a master class. And so I'm preparing for that. I have a event that I'm doing actually on April Fool's Day for my Patreon people. So I'm always keeping myself busy with something, that's for sure. Streetwear. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I know. I love like fashion like that too. Oh, the Titanic. I love that. You sleep standing up. I love that. Oh, half my sisters are white. I've never seen them put on makeup, right? That's so funny. Well, here we are. You know that I'm following and watching you from far away from Afghanistan. Yes, I remember that. I love that. It's so crazy that we're in so many different places in the world. My armpit care routine, I mean, I shave my armpits. That's about it. And obviously, like, scrubbing in the shower. The normal. Right, and that's my last little bit of the day. So a little bit of a different routine today, but I wanted to make sure I got that done before my calls. I have a call in about an hour and a half. So yeah, I used to do waxing, but I just didn't feel like doing that whole mess myself. So I go, back and forth, depends on the day. So astrology based on plants. Well, I don't know what you mean about that. Yes, I got my arm pumping today, so you can see my bicep forming. Bye, Siddharth. See you next time. Flex on stream. Oh, I just see my last message. You think so? You sure? The people think otherwise. Kelfer, but I can hear the people whisper regime Chang. I think you mean change. Yeah. Trimming a beard in a bad way messes it up for at least a week. Yeah, and sometimes you just have to start over again and again. Yeah, flexing the biceps. Thank you, children. I'm pretty strong. I mean, I have always liked to keep a workout routine, but yeah. Oh yeah, hi Gracie. Or Gracia. I'm due to get these done this week, so hi, Za. Welcome, welcome. I just finished my makeup, so now I'm going to enjoy some coffee and getting back into my routine for the week. It's a little bit of a slower Monday, which I'm all for. So it was slow in terms of, like, I didn't have meetings this morning, but definitely just a lot to do and manage back and forth, all the admin things. But nice. Yeah, we have the same arm day. Don't joke around. Astrology is the esoteric ancient subject. It tells us who we actually are, strengths and weaknesses. Yeah. Oh, was somebody joking about it? I didn't know. that I didn't see. Oh, hello, Ad from Singapore. Yes, see you soon. Regine Coast to Coast. Oh, are you talking about the No Kings protest, Sizzle? I was in Manhattan for that, actually. Well, I was staying in Brooklyn. I just saw it on the news, though. You shave your armpits because you don't like hair. I understand. Everyone's different that way. I mean, I have a couple of my guy friends that are professional swimmers that shave their legs because it makes them go faster. So they say. I don't know. I don't swim like that. Hello, Indonesia. The immortal candle. Exactly. I know my red nails. I'll get them again at some point. So we shall see. Kenya, hello. Oh, Indonesia. Ricardo, welcome. Jesus' son. Oh, means the elites made us believe that Jesus is a figure, but actually was a son who Christians worship. Yeah, aw, Benny. Hello, Mystic. I don't need to know who you were before. You're so funny. Hi, Za. Yeah, so are you saying like in more of a... I'm trying to understand what you're saying, Tupac, about the like connection between Jesus and astrology. But are you saying like you're in agreement with Christianity, or you were just explaining? I was trying to follow your train of thought, or your train of thought. Yeah, hi Maria. Yes, from all over the world. I love that. I do like Olivia Rodrigo. Yes. Hi Uber. Oh, yes, Shorty in the back to vegetable. That's hilarious. Which one? Oh, my left arm? My left arm or my left palm? I feel like it's a little hard to see. Depends on... Hi, Rez. Where you're from. I'm so glad, Nima. Yeah, I love to create a nice calming atmosphere. It can get kind of crazy on the internet. Thank you, Daniel. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, I do listen to Olivia Rodrigo. Professional drowner. I understand. I know. I can swim if I really have to. Oh yeah, where is everybody from? I will ask the chat tube. Where is everybody from? I'm from the US. Yeah, I know. It's honestly the light. When I go upstairs to my kitchen, you can see a little bit better, but like I do have like more, it's just very exposed, so everything looks like smoother than it actually is in real life. Oh, Vermont, nice. Or Virginia, excuse me. Hi, Arrow. Oh, US too. Yeah, India. Hi, Pradeep. How are you? Yeah, I think like it's a 50-50 split, it seems. South Carolina, nice. Thank you, Spencer. Yeah, the mannequin is aura farming. That's so funny. Was astrology your hobby from childhood? Yes, or how did you get the interest in astrology? So I always liked to... Oh, tips for foot fungus. Athletes. There's an athlete's foot spray. Use that. But it depends on what it's from. And also, because I know you wear boots in the hot weather, that's what does it too. Your feet need to air out. I'm from Earth, you can guess my country. That's true. Hi, Akbar, how are you? Oh, Nima, yes, is also from Afghanistan. Spencer from Orlando. Hi, Nana, how are you? Nanaji, hello. Oh, singing Tears for Sabrina Carpenter. I know, I like Sabrina Carpenter too. Thank you, Spencer. Oh, I'm Brenna. Tampa, okay. You're disturbed nowadays? No. Eddie, yes, cheers. We're at a little coffee talk together. Oh, household remedy. I think they say, I mean, definitely just giving your feet time to breathe, like no socks, no shoes. I want to say peppermint oil, but don't hold me to that. I think like any kind of like oil or peppermint oil, and I think jojoba oil is like more moisturizing. It just depends on what type it is, but usually it's just like fresh air will do so much. Oh, nice, Indonesia. I'm from the US. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Nima. I think Nima Safe was asking, or any of the folks that are in Afghanistan, how you guys are doing. It's a challenging place to be right now. Hi, son. How are you? Has sister named Hannah because I know one who looks like you. Yeah, maybe my long lost sister. If you ever had to face your enemy, would you show aggression or take a diplomatic approach? I definitely am more of like leading with a diplomatic approach, but it also depends on It also depends on like what the situation requires, right? But like I'm strategic in the sense where it's like what am I getting and how do I respond and create a strategy around that? Yes, coffee is healthy. Beef carbonara, there you go. Bye for deep sweet dreams. Yeah. It is a versatile chat. I'm thankful for that. Hi, Master. Thank you, Sagara. How are you? Hi, Abby. What do foreigner girls do in alone time? Depends on the girl. I like to go out and I like to try like new bakeries and walking around, like new areas. I love to travel. I also volunteer. So I started volunteering once a week to help with feeding like baby animals. Hi, Parth. How are you? Something bad's about to happen. Oh my God, safe. Yes. Coffee and tea. If you have it too late, yes. But I also like to anything with animals, anything taking care of animals. Yeah, but yesterday my friend and I had gone to this there's this Portuguese pastry called pastel de nata, and we went to this place in Brooklyn that makes them fresh, so we did that, and then we walked to Prospect Park and ate our bakery goods there and had coffee and talked, and then I went with him to the plant store. He got one of his plants called String of Pearls, so things like that. I'm pretty simple. No, I have, it can be. Hi, Abby. But right now with my transits for the year ahead, I have a Libra moon. I have an Aquarius Mars, on the ascendant, because hi, Peter. You and I were both talking about in the chat on my shorts, Tupac, about how you and I have Mars on our rising. So that's what actually does make us more like aggressive in nature usually. However, it's the sum of all of our placements. So like, I feel like even more so in person is when you can actually feel the energetics of somebody's Mars placement in astrology versus, thank you, Mashar. How are you? Yeah, some of all of your parts. And then it depends on if you follow the vein, Tupac, of Hellenistic astrology, which is like Hellenistic era, or like more modern approaches. I like to mix all of them together. No, I'm married. I'm happily married. I'm not single. Right, Amanda? Yes. String of Dolphins. Yes, I was just talking about them yesterday. Hi, Faisal. Welcome back. This wall color, I don't remember what it was called, but I got it from Lowe's. Just a basic Lowe's paint store. I was about to get you money, but I forgot my card. No, you're fine. Let me see. Where's your comment? Oh, my time is now. John Cena. Where'd it go? Let's scroll back. Oh, mini pets, animals. Oh, safe chickens, cats, birds, and a baby goat. I love that. The hospital my nephew was born on today. The same hospital my younger cousins. That's so cool. And the same doctor. I love that. Yeah, one of the there was something like that in my family too, where like the doctor that was like starting out his whatever it's called, like whatever, the baby delivery doctor, and delivered my grandmother, and then ended up like when he was about to retire, one of the last babies that he delivered was, I want to say like one of my cousins, or it was something like crazy like that. But it's funny, like if you go to the similar hospitals, your family lives in the same area. Hi, Brunetto. Love Italian coffee. Love that. Hello, Cho. Yeah. Sentence a century. Yes, exactly. My repeat phrases again and again. Sri Lanka, I've never been. I would love to go. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Tupac said, I love Mars, or I have Mars in Libra, but I'm more aggressive in nature, maybe because of Scorpio. Absolutely. Yeah, and having Pluto and Scorpio first house. Yeah, I have Pluto and Scorpio too. Yeah, it just depends on the situation, and where I am, which is also a diplomatic approach. So that back and forth. Oh, it's raining where you are. Yeah, we have a little overcast today, but no rain. I don't follow sports like that, so I don't really have a football team in particular. Hi, Bobak. Thank you. What's my summer bucket list? Oh my gosh, going to the beach as much as I can. Hi, Rocky. Welcome. Going to the beach as much as I can. I want to just be outside every day. I want to walk every day outside. I want to be able to travel as much as I can. I'm a Mac. Well, I have a Mac and a PC, but it depends on what I'm using each for. The PC, my laptop though is a Mac. Yes, I am married. Still happy, having a good smile. How is it possible? Yeah, after Ranch Bros couples get unhappy. Well, I think it depends on how you got connected. AU is, am I pronouncing that correctly? Is it arranged marriage or is it like a, hi, say no to injustice, hello. Is it arranged marriage or no? That depends. I don't believe everyone can have the same saying, therefore I find it hard to believe in. Same saying? What do you mean same saying? Monitor model. Oh, I don't know. I actually don't. This was a gift. I just know that it's a MacBook. I don't even know how to find that. Do I have a paddleboard? No, I've seen them before. I would love to go paddleboarding though. I would need to practice my balance. Yeah, your planet is Mercury as a Gemini. Hi, Tom. How are you? Roman Reigns. Oh my gosh, yeah. I love that. Yes, from Poland. You like my accent? Thank you. I feel like an American accent is challenging. I posted a picture with my newborn nephew with me on stories, and some people thought it was my baby. Oh my gosh, you're like, not that fast. Oh, Game Craze. Yes, of course. Yeah, you switched up your name on me. There you go. Yeah, Swas posted in Brenna's YouTube community, Roses, we want to see. Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Wherever you want to share. We have that for a reason. Any advice for a Taurus feeling extremely stuck? So we do have Venus moving into Taurus today, actually. Well, it already did this afternoon. So it is a matter of like focusing on really paying attention to your body and what your body is telling you that you have capacity for. So not overextending yourself, making sure that you're not saying yes to people you should be saying no to, even if it sounds like a good offer or something that you want to be doing. If it derails you from what your plans are, you want to pay attention to that. So take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, I have more of those. I guess like what would you say a typical American looks like? Yeah, a Titaner planet. I understand. Well, Mercury is a planet, the closest one to our sun. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know how much I weigh. I haven't weighed myself since I started gaining muscle, so I always like to do that like a little bit further down the line. Yeah, Amanda, I can imagine. Yeah. Typical American is a different class of humans. Thank you. Thank you. My voice is sleeping music. I know, because it's so late for you guys. Hi, Aquario. Thank you for the compliment. I like you too, Sagara. Thank you. So earning enough to fulfill your dreams, basic dreams which normal people have. Yes, still in a position for seeking good money. I mean, I think there is always a thing such as too much if you don't know how to spend it right. But there's always, who doesn't want to earn more? You know, there's always more that you can do. You know, if I were to earn more money, you could give back more. I could donate to animal charities more, things like that. But it takes, figuring out what your priorities are and how you want to use your money. no matter how much or how little you think that you have is what changes it. I'm from the US. Brighter than the sun. 125 pounds. You think so? I'm 5'8", so I don't think I'm close to 125 pounds. I think last time I weighed myself, I was like 150. So, which is a little while ago, 150, 155, but yeah. And my country girls aren't allowed to have the right to divorce. They can only when the husband allows it. I've heard that before too. Yeah. You know why can I even work when I can live off my parents? Yeah, a lot of people think that. Hi, Siddharth. Yeah, kilos. Yeah, 75 kg. I don't know what the translation is. I am on Instagram. Yes, it's connected on my bio. Hi, Har. How are you? Oh, bro, right now I'm 18. Teens are kind of distracted, so please guide me. Well, the best thing that you can do when you are 18 is to focus on school. Thank you, Ferrari. Focus on school. Hi, Den. How are you? I wouldn't allow yourself to get so nervous about how far along you think that you should be. We get distracted when we feel like we should be doing something more with our time, and that's what can kind of freak us out a little bit. I feel now when I hit like 30 is when I felt 31 is how I felt when people were how do I explain that? How I felt at 31 is how I felt like people were saying I should feel at 18 years old. I'm from the US, Cap. So, it took me longer to kind of find myself and what I wanted to do with my life. Those types of things. Yeah. Well, when humans suffer even more so like they are now, animals do. So I choose animals. There are other people who choose children, charities, and things like that. But I have my niece and, it depends on what you feel called to. But all the baby animals, yeah. We can do both, though. Exactly, Tupac. We can do both. Yeah, right, Eddie? I understand. Listen, I'm relaxed now because I made a lot of mistakes when I was young. So don't feel like just because, we all have our own paths for whatever reason. So, comparison is the thief of joy. Thank you, Sagara. Yeah, but comparison is definitely the thief of joy. Oh, raining, there you go. Because we all are one, be it other animals, trees, plants, humans, etc. Yes, there you go. I agree. I think it's, as long as you're putting good energy out there, that to me is a good thing. The last song I listened to that truly made me feel something, I always go back to the song I Remember by Deadmau5 and Cascade. I love that song, and I love anything like house music like that. I'm from the US, Mohammed. Where are you from? I'm still young, I know, compared to some people. No, I never did that, Parth. I never did anything too crazy. Thank you, Khaled. Hello, hello. I Remember is such a good song. I've been listening to a lot of Harry Styles recently. I've been listening to... Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, Pap. Oh, Jaws movie. It sucked, yeah. So it's funny because Jaws actually is based on a story of a real shark that was like right along in the waters between New Jersey, Staten Island, and New York City. So I think it was, I forget the name of the bay, but like they filmed it, I guess, as if it was in a little further north, but it was a killer shark off the coast of New York. Should I depend on the universe, that where it takes, or should I go there, or should thought of being financial independent but not pressure from parents, or should I study? So, Game Craze, I would say the more that you can do to become as independent as possible, to do what you have to do. Yeah, sure. No, we're only a year apart, so we're not old. I feel like 30s are the new 20s because people have generally speaking, more people take care of themselves than they used to, especially if you don't really drink or, do anything with induced substances. But Game Craze, Rocky, from the US perspective, if you study a subject in school that will give you a good salary once you graduate, that is the way to go. As much independence as you can have is something that I like to encourage, at least for myself. So, you know, that I think is important. It's not that if your parents are helping you and you have the ability to have parents that are going to help you, like, don't feel guilty about being in a position that some people wish they were in, you know? Like, that's not whether other people's parents have or haven't helped them in their life. If, you know, sorry for them that they didn't have that, but if you have support from your family, that's good. Thank you, Siana. I'm going back and I'll go back and read the chat. Pasquale, yes, it's a reality. Exactly. Jaws, it's so true. So, you know, if you're in a place at 18 where you can go to school, get an education, and then graduate and do what you can, you know, to get a good paying job, that is what I would encourage. And then I got a degree in art history. It was easier for me to get a paying job. I don't know who that is, Sagara. It was easier for me to get a good paying job, but because I was in New York City. So now, you know, this was 10 years ago, but, you know, I wouldn't get a degree in art history now with the current economy. I would get something in like business or, you know, something along those lines, or go for pre-med and medical school to put myself in a better off position right away. But that's just because I know from like the status of the American economy, I would choose something that was a little bit more stable. Because, I already did my makeup. I did it earlier before you came on, Akash. But yeah, so that's the short and sweet of it. Is Benny down here? I think he went back upstairs with his dad. He was down here earlier. But, let's see. Let me go back because there were a couple of you that said some things. Thank you, JB. Typo negative. I have to. Oh yeah, I'll listen to them at some point. We should make a group playlist. One chance to choose one of these. What should be from the following? Anyone go back to school days or want to marry your childhood crush? Get back to school days or marrying my childhood crush? I mean, I didn't know my husband at the time, but like who he is like my childhood crush. But I would love to go back to school if it meant like less, like I didn't have to do both, work and go to school at the same time. What do you do when your parents are trying to offload the operations of their business upon you and basically retiring? I mean, it depends on what the business is. I think that if you have the ability to take over a business and it's already lucrative and doing well financially, that's great. But, you know, if they're offloaded, and maybe you could bring it to a place where if they've offloaded it onto you, you also could sell it if you didn't want to keep it, you know? Independence should only come after networking. Yeah, I mean, I think networking is a part of independence for sure. It's a lot of times it's about who you know. Thank you, Tarun. How are you? I'm turning 27 soon and still I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I'm so perplexed and more aware than my age. Yeah, I relate to that. I think at 27, you know, every years of your 20s are like, I say like dog years. You learn 10 years worth of lessons in 1 year. And so allowing yourself to just be very present. I say the term I kind of say is like being where your feet are. That is an important thing. Like really paying attention to like where you are. Good night, Sagara. Yes, I'm slowly going through roses. Let's see. Yeah, Mohammed, there's many beautiful places in the US for sure. I'm 17 and I know I wanted to do leech off my parents. There you go. You're also young still. Hi, Badsha. Hello, hello. Let's see. I'm going back. There is a system only for high school students in Iraq, which is an exemption from subjects, no final exam, provided that they have an average of 85. Wow, that's good. I love that. That's smart. Oh yeah, higher observer. Yeah, I have a degree in history but I did that much recently. That's cool. I mean, if you get into something like, if you have an interest in politics, it can also help. Finding that kind of debate. If you're in the U.S., go for medical, trade, or agriculture. Yeah, something that requires more physical work than white collar stuff. Yeah, the trades actually are a really good industry to get into right now too. The Powerpuff Girls tell you everything you need to know. That could be helpful too. Let's see. If someone, Tarun says that, Brenna, if someone gives you $2 million, will you stay in the States or in Dubai? I would definitely stay in the States for sure. I would probably invest it in other things and go off grid. We'll see. Is it true that Americans cannot afford private hospital bills? I've heard that the hospital bills cost more than a new car. Last time I talked about this, the app crashed. So I will say that without using too many buzzwords for the app, that is true. But it depends on how people can, what's the word? Yeah, but it is generally true. There's a lot of people that struggle with that. Roses, I didn't see a comment before that. Do I know about the boogeyman? Yes. The concept or the movie? Thank you, Ben Evans. Hi, Cyber. How are you? Yes, I have money to afford the makeup. Exactly. How do you define success now versus how you defined it at the start of your journey? That's such a good question. I love that question. I definitely see like my peace and being more in control of my time and my day as success. To me, it's more so about how I'm feeling. And if you are doing something that looks successful to other people, but you struggle every day to do that thing, thank you, Faisal, then it's not worth it to me. But how, like, feeling and how I feel and if I'm at peace is everything. But to me, when I was younger, it was only about money. But, you know, it can be about both, you know, it just depends on what people's different values are. So finding that balance. But I do a vision of business management, Akash. There's a reason you left New York. I mean, there's always a reason for everything. I wanted more of a peaceful life. I didn't want to have to be on a subway and, you know, wanting more space and being in nature a little bit more too, you know, and it depends like on what you value though. Don't dream of going to the US anymore. It's just becoming AI on robotic land rules by billionaires. Yeah. I mean, I think that there's more countries than not that are like that, but none of us are going to be immune to AI in some capacity. It's all about what we do with it and, you know, realistically considering how much we can control. Yeah, I'm 45 and all I can say for me is to get my act straight and survive. I'm not growing any younger. That's true. And not to judge like age and time, you know, like that level of like being obsessed with how old we are and like feeling like we're running out of time. It's like whatever you can do to feel as balanced while pursuing your dreams. It's to me what's important. But yeah, an Iranian and an American Shireen, how absurd isn't it? I mean, I don't think it's absurd. I think it actually is more of a testament to the fact that like civilians of a country, you know, don't always have a say. Like we're not to be pitted against one another only because of what we hear from hearsay is silly. To like only follow what you see on the news and who you should or shouldn't be friends with or care for. Hi Kardik, welcome. Is it correct after graduation children will not stay with parents in the same house? Not always, it depends on the case. Yeah, people are saying like Dubai, there's a lot of videos that I've seen from people who work in Dubai that will be like vloggers on YouTube, and I've seen that. Yeah, Eddie, listen, your timeline is your timeline for how you live your life. Nobody, this is a famous quote, but nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. So it's not worth it to compare your 45 to somebody else's, you know? I learned to perfect Napoleon. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Siddharth. That's so funny. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are struggling for basic necessities, for sure. Mystic Mirage says, to me, success will be when I'm able to put such bold paintings in my room. My family's okay with that. That's so funny. Yeah, it's so like geocentric. You're welcome, Eddie. Like, depends on where we are. Hi, Santos. How are you? Yeah, if you vote for a clown, it's expected to be a circus. You're not wrong with that. You're not wrong with that. Thank you, engineer. Yeah, I would love to come visit India. Hi, Abdullah. Welcome back. Oh, the lipstick shade that I have? This is a Sephora lip tint. I just got it the other day. Yeah, totally juicy lip tint. I don't know the shade, though. It's the lightest one that they have. Hi, Galaxy. How are you? What business do you like? Which one is best according to your perception? It depends. Depends on what type of business you're talking about. Like what business to get into. What are you thinking of? No, it says the last thing that I say you retracted your comment, Roses, so I didn't get to it in time. Bye, Sagara. Is there arranged marriage available in the USA? I'm sure there is, but I don't know anybody that has been in an arranged marriage personally. Let's see. Go back. I have to go back and forth. I'm also a believer that when it comes to people in positions of power, that it's the people that are so powerful that you don't know about, that you don't see, that you sometimes have to be more concerned about. The people that hide in the shadows, but control a lot more. Let's see. Yeah, I guess a couple. I just see, Roses, that your messages were retracted. That's all. At least that's so sometimes I've been sleeping. Listen, I mean, I feel like until you guys like we only are, I think that how we vote is outdated. I think that, you know, in so much of what I can say, like I am more so voting for the person, not the political party. So we have not had the best candidates to choose from in a long time. It's been very challenging. And especially when you only have a handful of people to choose from, and more so like with our voting system, apparently, allegedly, being registered to a political party has more swing when you vote versus registered as an independent. So we'll see what happens in the next election cycle. Because in the US, a president can only run two 4-year terms. So we'll see where it goes. But yeah. Hi, Tom. My favorite artist, my favorite music artist, or my favorite musical artist. If I had a chance, what profession would you choose without having to worry about making money? I was just thinking about this recently, and I would probably be a veterinarian, which a veterinarian would actually make decent money in the US. Hi, Ghost. How are you? Yes, I love coffee, Santos. Yes, Sephora colors. Yes. I love the lip tint. I got it at Kohl's the other day. Arranged marriage in the U.S. or just among Asian Americans? Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. Hi, Shang. Hello. The business with which your emotions are attached. What is that you can answer after thinking? Thanks. Well, if your emotions are attached to business, that's not always a good thing. But I am married. But I feel like if that's what Tupac is saying, the better business is what you're naturally good at. It is like looking at what skills are good for you and then moving forward with what you're naturally predisposed to. So we'll see. Painter, who's your favorite? Oh, I don't know a few of those, but I like Botticelli, who's behind me. So The Birth of Venus by Botticelli. How do people get married? Love marriage always. It's not always, it's really only one of two that I know of, either arranged marriages or marrying for love, essentially. Yes, Emily, I do. Rosa says, in the future, I won't compare my child or their grades with anyone. I think it increases jealousy. And if they do something instead of scolding, I'll make them understand it better. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, your comment wasn't censored again. I just got to it now. But yeah, I think that looking at, you can't parent based on who you hope your child will be. You can, yes, when emotions fluctuate, so does your business. Exactly. And even some men, like men I've definitely seen in business, that if they're in a high stress business and they let their pride get in the way, it does really affect their business. I've seen a lot of men make a lot of poor financial decisions in business because they were comparing, their pride of how much money they were making to somebody else, and they invested in the wrong thing and lost a lot of money and got into a lot of trouble because of that, I'll say. So, it can happen in both camps, unfortunately. Yes, Eddie, exactly. Yeah, I don't understand why we humans keep fighting within ourselves, Siddharth says. Let me go back, wait. If, may God forbid, an alien species finds us. Yeah, I'm curious. What scientist-backed theory talks about aliens? Say something new. In what way? Technocracy, where people vote. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't heard of that. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's so funny. I think that there's so much more about, like, you guys as a younger generation that keep in the vein of, like, being so on top of politics and things like that, which is good. But I think globally, it's interesting to see how younger teens have more of a sense of global politics, that at least here in our space, which is actually really interesting. Bye, roses. Good night. Sleep well. Ghost says at some points, oh yeah, it's just a bad storm. You need to allow yourself to let the storm pass, for sure. Thank you, Noel. Ask gods if you're having trouble. It helps. Yeah, absolutely. I want my child to never be afraid of saying anything to me. Like when they grow up, many people are scared to tell parents. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Yes, it's an old painting. It's 500 years old. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that, the Anunnaki. Well, they were saying that because there was that crazy, police presence at the Miami Mall, or in Miami. Miami, bye, Tom. And they were saying that there were aliens that had ended up in a mall in Miami and Florida, allegedly. So who knows? But I mean, I definitely think that we're not the only species out there. There are other people out there. Maybe not people, but other things out there. We'll see. Yeah. Thank you, Manu. Hi, Devlio. How are you? Love and respect, Qua. Thank you so much. Aliens exist how? Like the evil entities like Greys? I mean, yeah, I think it depends on what do you classify as alien. It's like a UFO. Like there's some people, when you think of UFO, you have like the actual picture of like the little flying spaceship, or you have the UFO, which is like an unidentified flying object. Like to somebody who's never seen a drone before in some off-grid country, that's a UFO to them. But we know what a drone is, So, say no to injustice. Yeah, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. You have to be a fighter, because if you can't fight for your love, then what kind of lover are you? No, Keanu Reeves. I love that.